Alright, it is raining and storming very hard outside, but as long as I don't lose power, I'm going to attempt to knock out turn 26 here. It's midday. I have no amphibious landings. I have no headquarters phase. So we're going to go right into the first event. Uh, 225. Napalm works. Napalm works. That sounds good. So, let's see what that means. Napalm works. You immediately make one airstrike anywhere. The strike is not shifted against fortifications. Well, shoot, we know where we're going to do that. Right? We're going to hit the quarry. That's where we want to hit. Airstrike is a 5 strength. It won't shift. So that means it stays here, which means that it's already disrupted, but we can take out some artillery. Is there artillery there? Yeah. So we could take out some artillery and we could maybe eliminate a depth marker, which we gained one on our last turn. Alright, so airstrike, airstrike. We want to see a yellow circle is what we want to see. And I got neither. Crap. Well, that was a waste. Well, at least it was free, and it wasn't a negative event. Alright, so let's see where I'm getting hit. Alright, red, A, purple tanks, or armor, and then brown R, reinforce action. A and the R are my least favorite, although I guess I would be if I ever saw it. Alright, well, no blue and no yellow, so that's good for these fellas. But red's gonna... Ooh, some of these guys are gonna get assaulted. Alright, so let's do that. Red assault. So first of all, this guy loses his disruption. Second of all, this guy is going to assault, right? He's going to fire and then he's going to jump in. These are the closest guys. So he fires and hits them. Oof. This guy's getting low on points, but it's only one guy at least. And he'll jump in counterattack mode. That might mean that then I gotta step back and heal this guy before he can do anything else. So, alright. So he's gonna take an automatic hit. And then it'll be jump in, assault, close combat. So let's move that down here. Hopefully this time I'll remember to move it back up when the time comes. So that is, I only have 3 strength, so that's 1 card. I do have a flamethrower still with my engineer, and I have a hero, so that's 3 cards for me. With any luck? Nope. Look at that. That is the worst luck in the world. That is 1 unit, but it is a 4 strength unit and is a close combat unit, so he also gets 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3 cards for me. 1, 2, 3 cards for him. He's in counterattack though, so I go first. With any luck, we get a red. We got a red, but it's a reinforced, so it cancels it out. Crap on a stick. I hate reinforced. There are so many of them. No red. No red. No red. That's it. At least disrupt him. Okay, he's disrupted. And he loses his card. So that was okay, I guess. I would have liked to have knocked him out. That would have been swell. But basically in that red position I just switched disruptions. But he's revealed. That's small victory, I guess. Alright, any other reds that can assault me? Oh wait, was that... No, okay, it wasn't an artillery position. Okay. So, that assault did happen. Alright, I got a red up there. It's a double red. it is an artillery position. So he will do the artillery, which is, no, it's fire and artillery. Well, nothing's in his range. Let me look at artillery again. Artillery, occupied position with artillery symbol, U.S. unit in intense field of fire. Draw a card if artillery symbol inflicts step loss. So it's just if it's an intense field of fire. And that red has nobody in intense field of fire. So that red flat out doesn't have any intense field of fire. It doesn't look like. Alright, it doesn't look like there's any other red positions. Oh, these guys down here. Shoot. Alright, well, these guys are not in field of fire. So they will not. Well, wait. Assault is fire. Oh, occupied units in field of fire. So it will not assault. This one will artillery though, but there is nobody in its intense field of fire. So it will not hit anybody. And now we do, so that's it there, and then we do ambush. If it's unoccupied and there is a U.S. unit within 3 hexes of it, and it doesn't look like there's any red unoccupied that are that close. No. Alright. So that one didn't hurt us. Well, this guy took a hit. Alright, so purple, just straight up armor. So there's no letter actions. Nobody's in that purple's field of fire. That purple up there doesn't have anybody in it. And I own all the rest. So purple doesn't do anything. Red is going to be the resupply. And that is occupied and U.S. units in field of fire. That's going to be, yep, it's going to be this joker here. Regular depth. I guess technically that guy's also, so give him a depth. Regular depth. And they will fire. The only ones they can hit is this group here. It is not a circle, so it will not hit me. Right? This guy isn't in brown. This guy is in brown. But there's no circle there. So, alright. So they just resupplied. So they're going to be harder to hit. Any other browns that can resupply? No. Alright. Redeploy. So, let's see if we have any browns up in here. Okay, this brown right here in the corner. He can redeploy, and he will go 1, 2, 3. This is a brown. I guess technically that's closer, so he'll redeploy there. These guys just resupplied. So yeah, that's it for redeploy. And then reinforce. Unoccupied, in communication within 3 hexes. Place a reserve with a unit and don't fire. I don't have any reserve units, so that's not going to happen whether I have anybody within 3 hexes or not. Okay, so there we go. Second event phase. Japanese reinforcements. Fantastic. So that is, if I remember right, just 1, or is that, that's not depth, that's, I had that last turn, right? And it was just, add a Japanese unit to the nearest vacant position adjacent to a U.S. unit. So there's nothing in the reserve, I have nothing to add, so that event doesn't happen. I have nothing adjacent, I don't think I have any empty spots adjacent to, anyway. I had that green position, it would have gone there, but I don't have any units, so nothing. Alright, it's my turn. Let us strike the mess out of this group here. Now, they are not a hilltop position, so I do not have to lower the strength of my attack. And they will not lose their disruption since they didn't go. Oh wait, I had black. Hang on. It's been so long since I've had an occupied. Well, no, I had those, but still, I forgot about the black. So the black was what, circle, and these guys, neither of them were a circle, so he wouldn't have hit anyway. Okay, so yeah, black doesn't do anything. All right, so let's take an airstrike here and see what I get. I've got 3 airstrike points left. I'm assuming that event was a freebie. It didn't say anything about using an airstrike point. I'm going to assume that it was a free point. What is this? Oh, that's my discard. Okay. So we want to see a yellow circle with this airstrike. I got a yellow, no circle. I got the color. I can hit artillery. Yeah, I can hit artillery and possible fortification hit. Alright, so that is green. And I had said early on that it seemed as though that artillery action was different than the results chart there. So I'm calling it an automatic hit. Artillery is destroyed, so that means my sector 3 artillery goes down to 20, so that's good. And then we want to see a green on this card to reduce one of those forts. No green, so that does not get reduced, so that's unfortunate. And so that really, I mean, it destroyed the artillery. That was one thing. Alright, now I can hit it with a naval strike. So I think I will do that. So now we want to see a triangle. We want to see a yellow triangle. I got neither. Wow. Alright, just wasted a naval point. Alright, well now we're going to barrage the crap out of it with our tanks. So these tanks are going. I want to see a yellow triangle. I got yellow but no triangle. So all that does is already what it oh, that's right, yeah, it does have a possible fortification hit. So we want to see. Wait, is that how it's done? Did I do that wrong last time? Is it that this gets drawn and then I want the landing to match? Oh, it didn't matter because I drew that and the landing was a blue and it didn't match all those anyway. So either way, I didn't get it. But I think that's what it is. I think the landing is supposed to match these, not the other way around. So the landing of the next one should match, should get a yellow, a purple, or a blue. I think that's right. I got a purple. Okay, so that knocks one step off of the highest class, the upper one. So that class 1 gets knocked down to a class 2. So we'll reach in here and we will not look but try to find one that is, I think it's yellow. Yellow, there's one yellow. And so, I don't know, is that revealed now? I think if it's already revealed, it stays revealed, if I remember right. Oh, we'll reveal it. Right, I'm still open on that side, not that it matters because I'm just barraging. Alright, so those tanks were used. Then we'll use these tanks, so I want to see a yellow circle, if I can. Yellow circle, sweetness. So that gives me full disruption, which it already is, artillery, which is already gone, a fortification hit possibly, and a depth marker elimination. So that will take number 1 depth marker and make him go bye-bye, and is eliminated. But I gotta say, he's still in communication, so he's still gonna go up here. Eliminated units that are in communication go up there. Okay, so that helps. And then we got a possible artillery hit, so we want to see yellow, red, or purple. We got brown, so that didn't happen. Okay, so that was barrage number 2. I got rid of a depth, did not knock the artillery, or the what do you call it, down. Now where are my other tanks? All right, these guys both lose their disruptions. Where's my 3rd group of tanks? Are they up here? Yeah, they are not in range, so I can't barrage with them. Goodness sakes. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Help me. Help me. Help. Help. Is it just my lack of coordination? Is that what's happening? Or is it something worse? I don't even know. Where did I drop him there? Is this headquarters belong here? Yes, he does. Okay. Oh, here we go again. Comedy. Okay. I mean, it's ridiculous enough, but then I'm reaching around this camera, and it just makes it even more hard. Alright. Alright, so I barraged these guys. These guys down here are disrupted. They'll lose, well, not yet, because I got an overstack here. So let's leave that be. I do kind of want to attack that guy. So I don't know how well it's going to turn out. I have no one else next to him. So the best I can do is a 3 from here and bring in some artillery and maybe an airstrike. Let's see, what's the worst that can happen here? If I come in with artillery at 6 strength, let's just say it's a 3 strength. And I have the weapons, it's 2 to 1. It's disrupted. If it ends up getting bumped down because of I don't have the weapons, it's just a non-event. However, if it goes to 1 to 1, Japanese gain a depth marker. That's what I don't want, is a 1 to 1. I don't want this guy gaining a depth marker, so I need to come in here with enough strength to do the deed. So let's do this. This is an HQ. He's got a radio. So he can call in artillery and call in an airstrike. If I call in an airstrike and artillery, there's 3 points of artillery. Oh, I've got core artillery too. Can I use core artillery and? Because I know it's a maximum of I know it's a maximum up to, okay, yeah, up to 3 division and 4 core VAC artillery. So I can do that. I can use both of those and get 7 points, plus the 3 gives me 10 points into there. And that'll hopefully, I mean, at worst it'll be 2 to 1 if it's a 4. If it's a 3, I got 3 to 1. And then if it needs flanking or something, or close combat or something crazy like that, it'll only go down to a 3 to 2, and at the very least, it'll be no effect. So let's do that. Bringing in 7 points of artillery to this guy. He needs Browning and mortar. The artillery. No, it satisfies demolition and artillery. What does my headquarters have? I forget. Infantry with 4 steps, infantry with 4 steps or heavy weapon. Infantry HQ has flamethrower and radio. So I guess maybe that wasn't too smart because I didn't have any weapons with me. But it's still 10 to 1 or 10 to 3, which is tripled. I don't have the weapons, so it goes 2 to 1, which means he's revealed and disrupted. So at least there's that. Alright. Now, this blue position here, somehow my heavy weapons here are still intact. So we need to hit this guy. We need to hit this guy hard. Hang on a sec. I forgot to mark off my artillery. That is 5th Division Artillery. That was 3 points I used. And that was Corps Artillery. I used 4 points. Okay. So if I hit this position here, it's 2 units. That is 9. I can come in with these guys, but they would be over the bluff hex side plus 2 positions away. Let's come in with these guys here. They're in command. Everything is good. So that would be 9, 17. 17 on them. I got this stack as well. It's also not going over a bluff. Oh, I got tanks here. Shoot. I got all kinds of firepower. So yeah, let's come in with these guys here. So the whole barrage there, I got 30 something points. I'm gonna end up moving these guys into here, but let me hit these guys first. So, and then just to be on the safe side, 1 point of artillery. Need demolitions and machine gun. Got that. I've got it more than tripled. I need naval. Crap. Okay. Well, that's 6. I got it doubled. Well, actually, that should be okay because I should eliminate that. So if I got it doubled, or I got 3 to 1, it has to go down to 2 to 1. Come over here. Well, I came over here. Oh, wait. That's right. I had it 3 to 1. So Japanese unit disrupted and 1 depth marker eliminated. Okay, this is where I was before that. So I shouldn't have revealed that. Where was I? This guy right here. I didn't need to reveal that. Because once I had this tripled, and I had the unit, I've done this a couple times lately. But anyway, so the depth marker is eliminated and he's disrupted. And that's the best I could have hoped for in this situation with it, neither of them being revealed. So now he's disrupted. This guy is in communication. Yeah, so he goes back up here. This guy's really, these guys are no longer disrupted. I really need to I've only got 6 strength there, and I'm going over a bluff hex side to hit this red guy. And I got nothing to support him. So I think I'm dead in the water here. I don't think I can do it. And I think that I got no other airports areas to be able to hit. So So I think unfortunately, I mean, this plan that I had last time where I hurt these guys severely by jumping in here, it's all going to be for naught, because there's no way that I can attack them with this, and there's no way that that's going to work. So I'm going to have to add depth to the rest of those units. That kind of sucks. So where to next? I mean, I guess I pull those guys out because they're hurt. They need to heal. And they're not going to do me any good there. They're just going to take fire. I got no one to move in to back them up. I got no one to help. Now, I could feasibly try to hit that blue position and get the aid of these guys here, but again, these guys are already hurting and they're in some intense field of fire. Problem is, they're stuck there. They can't go anywhere where they're not moving from intense to intense and taking fire anyway. So I think these guys are just going out heroes, unfortunately. And that's what I'll do. I'll hit this blue position. That is 6 plus half of 11 is 5.5, so that is 11 rounded up is 12. I could possibly have 13, or can use that as a wild card weapon. And he is an NCO. Does that mean he satisfies flanking, or is that just the officer? No, just officer satisfies flanking. So, yeah, that's 12. I can add another 3 points of artillery. 1, 2, 3. Will give me 15. Can add an airstrike for good measure to get 20. Yeah. 15 seems low. 15 seems very low. But let's do it and hope for the best. That is not the best. That is 4 and it requires flanking. So I have him 4 is tripled, but I don't have the weapon, so it goes to here. It's 2 to 1. So Japanese depth marker is eliminated, but he is not disrupted. So he could still hit me next turn. I was hoping to disrupt him so that I would only have to worry about red if it comes up. But alright, so that is these guys. Oh crap. Did I do this attack and then forget to trip these guys? I swear I did. I swear I hit these guys with that, and I must have just forgotten to twist them. Alright. So now I think what we do is we move these guys in here. Start moving guys in. These guys will go here. These guys, I think, will hop over the tanks and come here. These guys will also hop over the tanks and come here. And now we're starting to get somewhere. These guys will become undisrupted. I've already used the guys on top. And we're in business. Okay, I got my heavy weapons here that I used. Right, did I use them? Yeah, because I used them to attack. Okay. So then the question is, do I hop them over to here? Yeah, let's do that. I know they're in intensive blue, but I feel the need to keep moving. So now I can only put one of these guys on top of here. So let's do this. I can move these guys 1, 2, 3. I'll put them on top of there. I'll leave my HQ here. I will put my engineer underneath here. I'll put my other 3s there. That way they're all next to their HQ. Alright, the tanks can't do anything more. Can't barrage and attack on the same turn, and I attack them, so I can't try to disrupt them with the barrage. These guys will lose their disruption. And I could move them, but I don't see a reason to. I want to split the party. My 326 is here. These 326s went, so I think I want to leave them there. Where was that command post? Was it here? 128s. The other 128s are down here. So let's move these guys down here. Alright. That looks decent. I don't like these guys hanging out like that, but what can you do? Let's see. What would be beautiful is if I could eliminate this guy next turn. He'll go away, but then I can control, and this guy can't escape. I guess he could come. I don't know. I catch myself thinking ahead a little too much. Alright, so let's see what's going on up top. Alright, this one here, as I mentioned before, this guy owns that space, this guy owns that space, this guy owns that space, so when I hit this guy, he's gone. He needs close combat though. Yeah, the only way I'm going to eliminate him is by doing the close combat. So, let me see what I have up here, what I need to hit this guy. Each flamethrower and machine gun, which I have from these guys, it's 3 to 1. I have 11, so I'm 1 short of 3 to 1. I can add a point of artillery, and that will give me 12. Oh no, wait, I do have them 3 to 1. Because 3 to 1 is 9. Math. So yeah, these guys can just hit those guys, and they're gone, but they do retreat. So he goes up there. I mean, there wasn't any way to avoid that. I could have just left him and tried to surround him, but that's going to take a lot to get in the rocks and around him to do that. So I think that was best. Alright, once again, I can take free moves into here because there are no reserve units yet. There will be tomorrow morning because I now have 2 units up in my eliminated unit section. One of those will go back in there. But this group will continue to move along the top here and get in position to do some more stuff. Alright, then it's just going to be a matter of, do I move, how do I move along? I got my 121s here. I'm going to put that guy back on top of there. And then go ahead and move them there. No. Those guys will come down. We'll keep them together and not be hasty. I got my 321 HQ here, 321. I got a heavy weapons with them. So yeah, let's move these guys over to here. They'll hop the bluff. This guy will hop the bluff into here, and these guys will come here. My headquarters is going to go ahead and jump into this one so that he's got all of his units within one range. It's getting high time to pick up 21. Oh, that's right, 21 was going to be on the move. So where's the best place to put 21? These guys are kind of heading down the middle. So if I go 1, 2, 3, will that be the place I want a HQ? Maybe. Sure. Let's call it that. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, so really it's just a matter of hitting that one guy. If I want to move my tanks along, I could. They can't get into the, well, they can go over the roads in the rocky terrain. Way up here, there's a lot of roads that they can stay on. So just before I hit that last guy, I'm just trying to figure out where everyone else is moving. But let's go ahead and hit. Well, that's the thing, is I don't want to, everybody who doesn't hit him, I want to move. So, what do I need to hit? Oh, that's right, close combat. Close combat. So who is going to close combat him? All I need is one card on him, but he gets 2 cards. So I kind of want to overpower him. I can't get any tanks in there over the bluff. Everything else will be disrupted. But let's do it. Let's go ahead and jump the entire... where's the other 221 guy? Oh, he's over here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, hang on. I want to move this guy over here. And one at a time, I'm going to move him over here. I'm going to move this guy over here. I'm going to move this guy over here. So now I've got that. I have now knocked out another artillery. So that brings the Japanese Sector 3 artillery down to 19. So there's the 221s. Their HQ. These guys want to stick with them. 1, 2. Move them over the bluff there. That puts them in range of red though. That's okay. That's okay, I guess. Okay. So now we close combat that guy. And if we do it with the entire 29th, or 2 9s, that will overstack it, but that will give me 2 more cards. So that is a close combat. I have 14 pips plus a flamethrower, so that's 4 cards for me and 2 cards for him. This is a yellow position. 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. 1, 2 for him. And he hits first. Yellow. Okay, so I lose a card and I take a hit. Yellow. Reinforce. God, I'm gonna count. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna count how many reinforce there are, because that just kills me every time. Yellow. Take another hit and lose another card. That means this one here has got to be a yellow, or this whole thing was for naught. And he gets... Really? I think that just cancels it out, doesn't it? Or does he get a card and a depth? Oh! Add a card to the Japanese pile. Participating Japanese had no depth marker drawn. Place a depth marker revealed. If drawing during a counterattack, yeah. So this event occurs during a U.S. card, and the card was a hit. So it wasn't a hit. So he gets a freaking card and he gets a freaking depth marker. Oh, but he's not in communication. Does he have to be in communication? Participating Japanese unit has no depth marker. Draw and place a depth marker revealed. Says nothing about whether he's in communication or not. But if he's not in communication, how can another unit come in there? I don't know. I'm confused. Hold on. This is nothing about being in communication or not. So he just flat out gets a depth marker and a card. Tactical reinforcement. There is no reinforcement, so that just goes away. Okay, well, small victory. That doesn't happen. But he can hit me one more time. What are we, yellow? Alright, well, no yellow. Alright. Well, that did absolutely nothing except get 2 of my units hit and disrupted. Which they would have been disrupted anyway, hopping back out. But I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Alright, now it's a question of am I moving my tanks along the road? I guess I am. These guys will go 1, 2, 3 along the road. Up here. Goes over a bluff hex side, but there's a road. And then, sure. Let's take these guys and move them into here. Just for the sake of moving them. The other guys are underneath here, I think. I'm not going to move them. So that's it. I mean, feasibly, I could... do something. Well, the red's in rocky terrain. So that's going to be difficult because my attack is going to be halved when that occurs. But... oh, dang it. Up here. So my stack bumped back there. I moved my tanks along the high road there that goes... I moved a stack of tanks here and a stack of tanks here. I left a stack of tanks here. And I was kibitzing about this red position that's in rocky terrain. And it's going to be twice as hard to hit them, and they gain depth at some point. So yeah, I think that's it. I did not satisfy the airfield objective, and so every airfield position gains a depth marker. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 positions. But this is gonna suck right here. Because I can't do anything about that. Alright, so let's see. First depth. Second depth. Third depth. And these guys, actually, technically, I am within 3, so this thing, the fortification, should come into play. So I need to put forts up there. That guy. And the yellow up there. That's my cave position here. Alright, so airfield objective event is now closed. I prevented quite a few depth markers from coming out. This cup is actually getting pretty empty, to be honest with you. It's got, what, probably 10 in there? I know I have at least 1 tank, because I drew it down here and decided nope, wasn't going to do it. Yeah, so let's do this fortification here. It is a black hilltop. So the black hilltops get a 1 and a 2. And let me just double check. They get everything right now. 2 black, high place forts. Place through the presence of nearby units. Hilltop positions and fortifications. Unit from the reserve pool and a depth marker placed with the forts. If there are no units or markers in the reserve pool location sector, then no unit or depth marker is placed. So, okay. Well, that helps. Got 2 forts there. Got a class 1 and a class 2. There's a class 2. That's a class 3. Give me a red. There's a red. Being careful not to look at sides. Got to mix them up so I don't know if the 2 or the 3 is on top. And then these guys get placed. Oops, not there. Here. There's already 1 unit and a depth marker there. But I have no other units to place in the next one, so that keeps that low. But I will have some units coming back in, but that's the thing, is this when it's revealed or when it's in place. I don't remember what time. I think I got there last turn, so this would have happened last turn, and last turn I still didn't have any units up there, so that's okay. But I don't know whether this like takes priority when I get that, you know, because in the morning I got 2 units there. One of them will be called and one of them will be put back there. When it gets put there, what gets priority? I think it's just the first thing that comes up that takes a unit. So since that I've already done, set up the fort, there were no replacement units to go in there, that's it. Unless another event or something else causes that to gain more units, and there happen to be some there. But that's my interpretation. That's how I'm doing it. Alright, so that's the end of my actions. That's the last thing I can do. So now we do Japanese artillery. We are down to 19 in Sector 3, plus 5 from Sector 4 is 24. 8, so that's 3. That's kind of the standing thing. Seems to be. So we'll disrupt these jokers again. They're not going anywhere. That is 2 stacks of 2. Satisfies that. And then no raids. Everybody is covered. Those guys are a little bit out on a limb, but they've still got buddies within range, so they're okay. Yeah, so that was the afternoon phase. We will have an HQ phase next turn, where we'll be able to maybe garrison some things. We'll see. Alright, there we go.